Hello everybody and welcome back to my opera channel. I have a guest. And also, welcome back to 8 Days of Vlognica. I'm trying to think of a name for like...
8 days?
And I have a guest, Lizzie Holmes. You might know her from a concert series here in London called...
Debut at the Shoreditch Treehouse.
Which is a very, very awesome concept that feed it to people.
Yeah.
But tell us about the concert series. What is it?
So, you got 5 stories of stairs in the heart of Shoreditch, and you go into this guy's living room. And in his living room, we have set it up for 75 to 90 people every month. And there's a huge Model D concert Steinway in the heart of it. Fairy lights and ivy hanging from the ceilings. And then kind of 6 to 8 musicians wandering around who then, half an hour after you've grabbed your drink and chatted to people, we'll start and put on a concert, but a bit more informal than normal ones in terms of I'll be sat kind of in the audience and I'll go, tell us a story about your instrument, or like the interesting, I'm notoriously shouting out.
That is perfect.
Not when they're performing, obviously, but
during, right in between.
Yeah, and I just want the human stories of the performers, because I think when we started Debut, it was always like the faces behind the music.
Right.
And I find personalities fascinating, and I think if you pair that with the incredible classical music and opera, it's a really fun combination.
How did this start?
Okay, so I went round to Ross, and he was...
Ross it's his apartment.
It's his apartment, and he was hosting a few So Far Sounds gigs. So Far Sounds is all over the world. They do like a concert a night or a gig a night, and it's a lot of acoustic music in people's sitting rooms and things, and interesting places. And it was a really cool night, but I thought, this is just what my passion needs. This is just what classical music is crying out for.
What's funny is that's exactly how all these things started.
Yeah.
Because like opera started in people's living rooms.
Yeah.
And opera then and then you have like things like Salon de Refusé, which is where like all of the great impressionist artists and then all of the like 1920s artists would come together in people's like salons and then just, you know, read out poetry to each other.
Yeah.
And stuff, and that's like where art kept on growing, and it kind of, now you kind of get this like very distinct difference between this is a place for art and this is a place for coffee.
I think it's changing a lot now. Even just today I was reading about a couple of big department stores, and they're looking to make more experiential processes for people visiting their stores and having the coffee. And now wedding presents, people don't want a new kettle, they want to go skydiving. They want to do, you know.
It's also because like people get married after they've been living together. It's like we already have a home.
Yeah, it's just a different way of doing it, and I think there is a wave of it coming now, which is really cool. For performers, it's amazing because the audience is literally touching distance away from you, and they're also
part of the audience.
Yeah.
It's like, that's really cool. It's like, great chatting with you, but I'll be right back. I just have to like go perform.
And I was thinking back, I remember song class at the Royal College of Music where I did my masters, and everyone would turn up, sometimes a bit hungover, but there'd be this like camaraderie, and then sometimes there'd be a moment, someone would bring a piece, and it would be amazing. And you'd be drawn into this world, and it was such a nice way of sharing music.
Yeah.
That I wanted to kind of recreate that feel. A lot of our guests have never been to classical music concert before.
That's actually really important to say, that it's not, you don't need to know anything about music to come to a concert.
Like, you can't help but be moved by opera, especially hearing it so close. It's so powerful. and even when instrumentalists come, you see all their hands and how much work goes in.
I know.
From close up.
It's always like you want to tell people you can't judge whether or not you like something if you just heard it on the radio.
Yeah.
Like, you really can't. You can't say, oh, I don't like opera. I was like, what have you heard? Oh, there's that you know, the ha 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 on the radio. I'm like, it's Queen of the Night, context. But it's also part of, you don't only do the Debut Classic series, you also have a company.
Yeah, so Debut at the Shoreditch Treehouse, that has started last year, and it has actually kind of infused the whole company.
Okay.
In our ethos, I guess. I founded Debut in 2015. I was just come out of college and I was studying on the West End in Phantom of the Opera.
Very different.
And really different. And I really wanted to keep my ties with opera. And it's now what I've come back to after that time. But it was kind of my attempt to say, I'm still in this game, because there is such a big difference.
Just because I played an opera singer on stage doesn't mean I'm not really an
I
opera
played
singer.
the old lady in it. I played Madame Jury. I think I did it, I went in for 2 years.
You were like, what, 20 and playing the old
I'm
lady?
the youngest person in the world, so I played her at 25, and it's usually played by about a 60-year-old. There's like a video, actually, I'll show it on later. It's on YouTube, and it's a whole face transformation. It's amazing.
That's cool. All of Lizzie's links will be down below, so
you'll see it.
Go check them all out. That will definitely be linked down there.
It is really cool. It was amazing, but it was really different from the world of opera, and I was so desperate to keep a link with that. And I was desperate. I saw that when you come out of training, that it can take 8 years for a career to kick off.
Right.
And there's so much time, and some friends working in coffee shops, and I thought, God, they should be performing, and we pay tens of thousands of pounds to train. Let's make some money from this stuff, man.
We need to get something back.
Yeah. So it's always the very, very best musicians, either graduated or still training at the colleges. We have loads of people getting in touch with the company to work with us. I think we've worked with over 125 musicians in the last year.
That's incredible.
From the concert series and all the events that we do. And it's then really experiential. So that's also what we're focusing on. We're launching a new series at the Old Operating Theatre next year, which is the first time I've mentioned it, actually. So I mentioned it before our newsletter.
Well, when's your newsletter coming out?
Once I write the introduction and get it done, my friend.
I'll post this then over on Saturday. So
no, it's okay. The newsletter won't come out for a couple of months. It's coming out after our Christmas concert. So.
Okay.
So this is a heads up.
Heads up. Pay attention. Join the newsletter.
Yeah. But it's in London Bridge, and it's this... I thought I'd never be able to find a space like the Shoreditch Treehouse. But there are spaces, and if we look around, there are so many that with a bit of a transformation and with the right programming and vibe... yeah, we're really excited.
Yeah, that is really exciting.
And we launched one at WeWork. We've kind of got really busy over the last couple of... It's kind of roller coastered so much. Yeah, we launched a series at WeWork in Shoreditch as well, doing their musicians for their happy hour. So we've called that Live Lounge. Yes,
that's great.
Exceptional musicians, unforgettable experiences. And it was also, you must be finding this as well, at college, perfection. Like, you are going for perfection.
Everything has to be the way it would be to perform, and we're like, but we're not here to perform yet. We're still learning.
And also in performance, you think of some of the best performers, and of course you're always aiming for perfection, but I found certainly in a lot of my friends lost a lot of their heart and their soul and their artistry. And I think that's one thing that the debut really wants to encourage is the personality and being able to take risks. How can we grow and learn if we can't do that? So yeah, that's my fight.
That's all, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Lizzie, for being here.
This is the right temperature to drink.
Yes. So. Oh, I'm sorry.
Lesson learned.
Great mug, though.
I think it's my housemates, who's also an opera singer.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Thank you so much for watching. All of Lizzie's links will be down below, so go check them out and get tickets to come see a debut performance.
Yay!
In many different venues. I will be back next week with a new video. In the meantime, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified. In the meantime, have a great, 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 great week. Drink lots and lots of tea, and go see an opera or a performance. Anyway.